Welcome to another episode of Grade Pending, the show where we grade movies, TV shows, things like that, yada, 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 this, that, and the third. As always, to give a proper review, there will be spoilers. They're not spoilers if you saw it already, so you should have seen it already. If you didn't, we might be doing you a favor by keeping you from not seeing it, or we might make you want to see it more. Who knows? But you know what I'm saying? And here at Grade Pending, we have our own grading system. Awesome. Which is the top of the top, the cream of the crop, the best of the best. We got Dope, which is very good, not perfect, not the bestest, but hey, it's a good show, good piece of entertainment. We got Meh, which basically is all right, or watched it once, not trying to watch it no more. And then we got Straight Trash. I'm never watching it again. It was hot garbage. Get this out of my face. Why did I spend money on this? However you feel about it. All right. Today we will be grading F9, Fast and Furious 9, the Fast Saga, however else you want to call it. That's what we're going to talk about today. So today we got Otto, John, Lou, and myself. As we always do on Grade Pending, we're going to get the individual grades first. Then we'll come back and have some group conversation about it and clown the movie a little bit, talk about what we like, what we didn't like, any questions we have. So let's start off with the individuals.
So, all right, my quick review of F9, the Fast Saga. It's probably the worst movie I saw this year, which breaks my heart because I'm a big fan of the Fast Saga, the actual series of films. I felt like it needed Hobbs. Hobbs was missing. I feel like, let me give you a little history. I feel like F5 is probably my favorite. F5, F6, F7, I feel like that's where they were strongest. After Paul passed, I feel like they should have just let it go there, but it was making too much money, so they kept making it, which, you know, I get it. But yeah, this movie was really forgettable. The John Cena edition was very exciting for me. The fact that there was a bad guy named Otto was exciting for me. The fact that John Cena drove a Mustang was exciting for me. But that's about it. A bunch of forgettable stuff. Han coming back and not really being explained properly. Again, full spoilers, even though the trailer showed that. Ninjas in space for no reason, just to go with the meme. It was just goofy. I don't regret seeing it. I don't think I'm ever going to watch it again. I just recently went through the franchise to get refreshed, and it was just really disappointing. I don't want to say trash, but I think it was trash, man. It is what it is. I think it was trash.
I think Fast 9 is wore out. It's welcome. I think we need to put it to bed already. I'm going with a straight trash on it. I literally sat there and I felt like my time was being wasted. Plot line could have been better developed. Give them credit to try to incorporate more of the family aspect with Dom, but I really couldn't see John Cena as his brother. It was very difficult for me to make that correlation between the two of them being brothers. I think the younger versions of them, it kind of fit. I kind of like that aspect when they went back in time. But yeah, like Otto said, Han being underdeveloped, I mean, he just popped up like Mr. Nobody was always working in the background, which don't even get me started on Mr. Nobody because he wasn't even in the movie, but yet he was the whole premise of the movie. Not enough cars in the movie, just all around very, very. My biggest thing with it is that they had 2 years to fix it, post-production, pre-production. They had 2 years to expand, go in there, fix up, and they just left it on the cutting room floor. But yeah, for me, straight trash. It could have been done better. I think Justin Lin has maximized his potential with the Fast series. Time for somebody new. It was become predictable with the guys from Fast 3. I mean, that was really stupid with the whole rocket stuff. The space stuff, just I wanted to walk out right there in that scene right there. There's so many different angles they could have went with that. They could have shot a rocket at the satellites, did something a little better instead of sending 2 guys in a whatever kind of car it is that look like minions up into space. So straight trash for me.
So for me, I'm sad. I'm not gonna go trash. I'm gonna go the one above that is meh, right? I'm gonna go meh. But like we always talk about like Fast and Furious. I think you guys, especially you, Otto, have made fun of me for this. I always defend the series. I think it does its job as a popcorn franchise. It's always entertaining. I love every single one of them. 2 is probably my least favorite out of all of them, actually. Until now. This one, I was like, I was really hopeful going into it, and I was like, I knew there was no Hobbs. I was still hoping you would get a Hobbs Cena, at least cameo or something last minute, a mention of Hobbs with Cena or something, because of the the backstory there. But you didn't. But I was really hoping to be something huge. But even I always defend Fast and Furious with like even their laws of physics and everything they break. Like, yo, it's a movie, it's all right. But this one, come on, this one kind of like OD'd. Hi, baby. See, cameos. So, like I said, I was hopeful into it. I think that the best thing for me was definitely Cardi B trying to pronounce I forgot what it was. Damn, but it was hilarious. She pronounced the word, and I was like, oh my god, this is the greatest part of the whole movie. But besides that, I was just sad. I didn't mind the backstory. I thought they did. I thought it was cool the way they found like the young Vin Diesel and the young whatever John Cena's character name was. I can't remember now. It's just sad. It wasn't memorable. Like it wasn't something I was like. I did find it funny. They did the space thing only because of the fact that all the jokes about they're gonna go to space soon or next to Fast Furious be in space. So they did a little. I thought that was funny and overall, but yeah, it just wasn't. It wasn't good. Like Tyrese tried his comedy. It wasn't like you weren't dying laughing. You weren't like. It didn't have the same effect as the other ones, and it just felt off, which is sad. Like I said, I always defend the franchise, and now to know that they're doing 11 movies, like I'm no longer as hyped for it because one of the things I always said, people say I'm crazy. I tell people, in my opinion, I think the Fast and Furious until now, I think that it's one of the best franchises out because they're all entertaining. Like you go watch them, throw them on, and like, all right, well, I'll watch this one again. I'll watch this one again. There's not a lot of movies that have franchises like that. Hi, baby. There's not a lot of movies that have franchises like that. Like. You know what I mean? I love a lot of movies with franchises, and not many that I can watch every single one continuously. And now 9 kind of threw that off for me, kind of fucked it up. So I'm going with a man though, because there's still parts that was entertaining enough, and I've seen way worse movies. So I'm going with man.
F9, and the F is for flashbacks, because this movie was all about flashbacks. Like everything was retelling the previous stories again, and going back to before part 1 and giving us the flashback to how their father died and all that stuff, and it was riddled with many flashbacks. So the F is for flashback. And I heard that this was the first movie they had like a new writing staff or whatever, so you can tell that the new writers wanted to pay homage to the old movies, but then also cater to the fans and the memes and things online, and y'all think it's a joke, we got to space it, let's do it, what I'm saying. And it was the first thing I thought of was I don't know if people that are watching are fans of the show The Community. And in Community, I believe it was like season 3 or 4, where it was a new writer, new showrunners, and they were trying to duplicate what was already done with the previous seasons, and then try to we know what the fans want, they want more of this, and that's what it felt like this movie was. It was like, I'm trying to give you what I know you want, and it just was like, it was just too silly, it was just too over the top. A lot of stuff wasn't explained, things just happened, and then it cuts to the next scene, and then it was like, yeah, we're moving on, don't worry about that. And it was just like, but I need answers on how did they get there? How did Letty save them from the water when they fell from around fighting 1,000 soldiers? How did that happen? How did they get there? How did they get from outer space back to Earth? It just move on, next scene, don't worry about it. So I say all that to say, definitely the worst movie of the franchise. I could watch it again. There were some parts where it was stuff blowing up, explosions and things like that, yeah. But I'm gonna go meh. It's close to trash, but is meh. I think I'm holding on. I don't want to call it trash because I'm a fan of the franchise, but it was like, and this is pretty bad. And it's 2.5 hours long, and there's parts of it you feel the runtime. You feel like, oh my God, they're still going. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just go with meh for now, because it pains me to say it was trash, but it's right there. It's borderline. If I watch it again, I might say, yeah, it's trash. So yeah.
I mean, Dom literally locked the door from inside. That was the
Yes.
whole point of that. Like,
Yes.
oh, yeah, you go. Yeah, I got
always
this.
be here.
Oh, I'm Hulk. And then
Yeah.
I'll always be here. That's what he told her. I'll always be here. And she's like,
tell
no.
my son.
And then he falls in the water, has a flashback, wakes up, she saved him.
And they shoot it like fucking Bourne, like he's Jason Bourne going into the water. And
Right.
I'm like, what the hell is happening right now? It was so annoying.
There was no
And
other.
then he's dry, and then he's dry when they wake up. He's dry. There's towels. Where the fuck the towels come from? What is happening right now?
And no other bodies in the water.
Stupid.
It was 1,000 soldiers he fought, and there's no other bodies in the water.
Hold on, John has answers. John says body heat.
Body heat. Sweat going off of Vin Diesel. He dries himself.
Man, listen.
But it just amazed me. You got 2 years with the movie. You had 2 years.
What about the beginning? What about the beginning? They before the whole army. This is what is it, 9 of them, and an entire army. They took out all of them, trucks and all, the entire army, shooting everything. They had fucking handguns and Vin Diesel shooting a shotgun 30 miles away.
30 miles away.
Yeah. Oh my god, so annoying. The shotgun, and then like it was a sniper shotgun. It was so stupid.
And then Tyrese had his Rambo moment. He just
that was so bad. Like I like Roman. Roman's normally funny, but this was like, oh, am I indestructible? And then like,
right. And when he did that scene, I thought, okay, he might die because he's saying this. Right. He might, but it was like, no, they really can't die. Like they're not gonna kill anybody.
At the very minimum, he needed to get stabbed. At the very minimum, because he's like, oh, not even a scratch. He's like, look at my jacket. I can't wait till they blow him up.
That would be the foreshadowing.
In a normal film, that's what would happen.
Right.
Instead, he went to space and ate candy and came back. The end. Nothing happened.
And that's one of the bad things about the movie is that there's no stakes.
Exactly. Everyone's indestructible. If you land on a car, you're good. If a thing fucking lands in front of you, you get shot at, you're good. Like I never felt danger for anybody at all. And then no stakes. Then it's just like, all right, 2 hours and nothing.
Right.
2.5 hours.
The only silver lining in the movie was the ladies' performances. The ladies' fight scenes on point.
You mean Cardi B? Cardi B's performance, we're talking, right?
That's the 2 seconds she was in there. Like,
how many
that annoyed the crap out of her
to get to those lines? How many takes it took her?
I think of a few because the girl sitting next to her would look pissed off as hell.
Because they was like, let me do it. I can say it. I can say it. Let me say it. I'm an actress. I'm trained.
Like, it's coded to your biogenetics, but the way she said it, it was like, it's coded to your biogenetics. And I was like, oh, God.
Yeah, I was waiting for the subtitles. My cousin, but
was like,
I understand.
It was a cheap cameo that I don't even know where
it wasn't cheap. She definitely got paid. That was not a cheap cameo,
sir. It was he met Shaw's mom, and then they had a flashback of the Spanish dudes that he met in jail. But then it was neither one of them. It was her. So it was like, who does she know? Who told her to come help?
Cousins. We're all cousins. Primos. That's how we do it.
Okay. So what are you gonna be in Fast 10?
1,000%. Day one, IMAX. Like I watched it with John, and we had a good time. We made jokes and stuff. Ultimately, it was a very forgettable movie. Like we saw it on Thursday when it came out. It's Monday, and I'm like, oh, we're doing the review. I'm like, what happened? What? Like it was not. It's gone, dude. It's already gone, and it sucks because there's so much potential. The Cena versus Vin Diesel fight was nothing. I wanted some the first time The Rock and Diesel fought, that shit was insane. It was mad hype. This one was nothing happened. Nothing happened, and we knew John was gonna be at the barbecue, even though he wasn't at the barbecue. But he's cool again now, and he'll be in the next one. It felt like such a setup for the next movie, which is such a fucking Marvel thing to do, which pisses me off, man.
Skyline pull up, right?
Yeah, that
to be in the next one.
Come on, like that was there was no
There's
need
still
for that.
one empty seat left. He's coming.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Love to Brian. They gotta show Paul Walker love. I respect that. That's fine.
Yeah.
How come he didn't get the car?
But
it's the car. But now what? Like for the next movie,
he didn't get out the car. I didn't get to see him.
Yeah, no, he didn't get out. But I'm saying, like, so what do you do now? So he just came to the barbecue, and then now he won't be in the movie. They're gonna just say, "Oh."
Did you guys did you see the post credit scene? I know I missed it, but I read what it was.
The post credit scene was also pointless. So the post credit scene,
it was no need for that.
But at least Shaw was in it, so like
Shaw's
maybe there's hope for Hobbs.
Shaw's beating somebody up in a punching bag. There's a guy in a punching bag. Beat him up, and a knock on the door happens, and Han shows up, and he just looks, oh. But
Do you
it
guys- do
doesn't
you guys love
matter
how-
because Shaw was already at the barbecue. He's already family. So there's
He's already
no-
family. Yeah, he is already family.
Right.
They already
Do
forgave
you guys
him.
love
So
how like when they did a flashback of Han and Mr. Nobody's like hitting the button, doing a trick, and Han is like 30 years older than he was in fact. Like, okay.
They put him in the shadow and he was still 90 years old.
and he just
And they didn't even explain it. It was like, oh, it's a magic trick. What was the magic trick? How did you get out of the burning car? Were you not in the burning car? We saw you in the burning car multiple times.
magnets.
I don't know, man.
Everything is
Also-
magnets.
How
Magnets.
Everything is
I forget
magnets.
his name in the actual movie, but Lucas Black, how he looked like he's on meth. That dude look like he's dying.
Times has been rough. It's been rough. It's been rough.
So NCAA checks don't come through no more. He's not getting paid for that.
Yeah, he looked hurt. He looked hurt. hurt.
He was happy to be. He was smiling in every scene, man. He was just happy to
He
be
was
there.
getting paid. He had a paycheck.
It must be a good check.
Yeah,
But their teams
That was
make no sense. Like no sense. From blowing up a car multiple times to getting successful and sending somebody to space. Like that made no sense. No connection to that.
There was
And
no
why would they-
drifting. How do you have the entire Tokyo Drift crew?
Right.
No, not one drifting scene.
And
Come on.
how did they get that job making rockets or whatever?
Rockets, right.
Who did they work
What was
for?
the
What are
point?
they doing?
My thing was, Dom sent them to Germany to get cars. To
And they
come to
find
London. You got connections everywhere. You could just go to London to get your car.
Mhm.
Like, come on, or steal them. Even steal them. Go back to your roots.
Right.
No, you gotta go to-
Helen Mirren was in that one scene, mad random,
Mhm.
driving and shit. It's just like, what the fuck is going on, man?
They have money to spend.
Maybe we're expecting too much. This movie's making mad money regardless. But
They were doing the Avengers Infinity Saga end scene. They all come to the bubble.
I literally think they all had I literally think they all had contract obligations to be in the movie, and they were like, all right, we're gonna grab you. You're gonna be in it. You're gonna be in it. You're gonna be in it, and they're gonna fulfill all these contract obligations. Like you did your 4 movies, you did your 6, you did your 9. All right, you're good. Go away.
Remember that part that Vin Diesel was hurt and Bow was like on your left. Bro, can we talk about that too though? Bow Wow, he was out of breath in his line.
Bow Wow was chunky, man. Man was
Well,
eating. He's been eating.
Some Twinkies, man.
Getting Fast and Furious money.
Bad. And where they find 2 Pontiac Fieros from? That's a better question.
That's okay. They did blow one up, so there was another one in space.
How do you
So.
find 2
And
Pontiac
the
Fieros?
one time they get it right is the one time they send him in space. Like it didn't work all those many times, but now we figured it out. We got it. Everything was too convenient. Everything was just too.
Yeah.
It just worked.
Like they didn't work for anything, you know. Like everything fell into
Yeah.
place. Magically, you find the little box, you crack it. Like she cracked it after nobody could crack that open. Like, come
Mhm.
on.
And
I'm trying to think of one like highlight of the movie, and I can't think of like, oh, what was the best part?
Cardi B.
the end
Sure,
credits.
sure.
The end credits.
I really think the highlight for me was this chick, the hacker's driving. Like that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good
Yeah,
sequence. That was a good
I'll give you that.
sequence.
And
Yeah,
she's cute, so I'll give you
yeah.
that.
Well, I feel like we're all biased because of that, but yeah, that's really what happened. Yeah. I was like, oh, this works. This is much better than looking at Vin Diesel.
She was cute. She was like, I don't know what to do, and she had the magnets going. Yeah, and magnets.
Magnets, baby.
They're very specific on what they pulled because they were. It was people. There was no watches being pulled, but there was cars and cell phones.
Right.
It was very specific. Nobody died.
They took Tyrese's spoon.
Oh, right. That one scene. That
When
one
it was in the
scene.
script.
Yeah.
When
But
it was in
nobody's
the script.
pacemaker came out their chest. Like,
Right.
man, like,
And she held the
Real
laptop
world.
down. The magnets are super strong, but she just held the laptop and stuff, and it took the other laptops. Not that. Like, it was just very specific. Like
Oh, so
Magnets.
bad,
They were
dude.
special magnets.
magnets. The
So
movie.
nobody
so
hated him.
you mean to tell me like that whole time ain't none of them have a belt on,
Right.
nothing.
Mm.
All the soldiers
Uh,
should have been pulled. They had like weaponry on, like on their vests and stuff. They didn't get.
Just their smoke
weapons.
grenades.
Right.
I don't
know,
They
Paul.
Accidentally went
It
off.
sound-
The pin got pulled.
The way we're talking about it, it sounds like it's trash. I'm not hearing any arguments from me.
I said it's trash.
This is trash.
I
Yeah.
think you might be right.
I
think you
hate
might
to
be
say it. I love the franchise. I hate to say it, but
All
bro,
these
fuck.
things that we're laughing at are entertaining enough to make it mad.
Huh? Could be that. So it's a comedy. I see. I see what you're
I
saying.
will. I'm borderline, man.
I will watch it again.
If I see it again, I may give it the solid meh, or it might go to trash. You know.
I can't see that again.
Will this-
I can't sit through that again.
Paul, will this be the first ever re-review possibly in the future?
It might be. It might be. I might have.
What sucks is that I'm definitely gonna buy this piece of shit in 4K because I have the other one. So why am I not gonna fucking have it? It's so fucking annoying, man.
The sad part is I'm gonna buy
1,
this.
2, 3, 4, 5. We skip 9, 10, 11.
So F9 is the 2020 of the Fast Saga. It's the one we don't talk about. It's like we're gonna skip 2020 to get 2020. We might skip 9, maybe 10 and 11. They might bring it on home, maybe.
And what's infuriating is that every car scene we saw it in the previews.
The trailers gave away too much. There was no need for the trailers to show all those sequences.
Two things that could have been good. The Han returning could have been good if we didn't know, and the space thing could have been funny if we didn't know. Like it would have been funny to be like, oh, they're gonna go to space, like that. But we already knew. So by the time we were like, yeah, we know. And Han's return, they made it seem like, remember he's in the silhouette sniping, and they're like, oh, I brought a friend, and he walks in. We saw the trailer. We saw the trailer.
You put it in the first fucking trailer. In the first fucking trailer, you put it in.
So that could have been a moment if we didn't already know. I might have been like, oh, snap, wait, but how do you? And then they explained it. But the fact that we already knew and we had time to think about it, and then we just waited for the answer. And
what they didn't put in the trailer was the 2 hours of flashbacks. So that was smart, I guess.
Flashbacks movie, man. That's the F. The F stands for flashback.
Out of everything, I can deal with all of it. The only part that I'm still wondering is how'd they get John Cena in a Toyota Supra?
That's true.
He struggled getting in there.
It's a fucking Toyota Supra. He's not meant to get
the camera cut away and then cut back, and he's just getting in. Like,
why did they have John on the rooftops like he's fucking Batman with fucking thingies? Put him in a fucking car, man. Like, what are we doing?
What the
fuck?
Another one.
Yeah. There was nothing fast or furious about the
entire
movie.
Exactly.
So he could have just ran. He didn't need the grappling hooks. If Dom ran all the roofs, he could have did that.
Exactly. Dom was in Tim's running across the rooftops. It was so stupid.
Tim's.
One, do not insult Tim's. Those are not Tim's. Those were not Tim's at all.
No, those are upstate Tim's.
2, did you see?
Those are New York Tim's. Those are upstate Tim's.
Did you see when he was standing next to John Cena and they gave him 3-inch fucking heels?
Heels, yeah.
He had 3-inch heels on
older brother.
But in the flashbacks, Cena was much shorter than him because he was the little brother. And then now Dom has to look up at him like, come on, son. That's so stupid.
Family.
But he did look good in that
Family.
suit. Cena had that suit on looking nice. I was like, okay.
Yeah, with the chain.
So do we
cross.
have predictions?
How many of those chains did they buy?
10 and 11? Any predictions? Do we have any predictions for 10 and 11?
I don't know, but it's like I want to say like word and wrap the shit up, like just wrap it up. Like,
yeah. Charlize Theron's character, she got blown up, and I was like, that's straight, but then she's fine. It was a hologram, so she's the big bad. But is there really a bigger bad?
Like they're gonna, you already talked about it already, so you already know 10 or 11 will leak into a T-Rex. There will be a dinosaur in there somewhere.
I read today that Tyrese, who's desperate for money, wants it to tie into the Transformers franchise.
Well, that's his.
That's his other. Yeah. And it's cars, robots in the skies. If this goes full Transformers, all right, I'll be there. What are you gonna do? Man.
I'm never the racist guy, but wasn't he in Transformers? Was another black guy?
No, that was it.
Okay.
He's trying to be bad. He's trying to come back.
They all look alike, John. Yes, he was.
Yes.
Well, they're not all as beautiful as you, Paul.
Well,
they're not all as beautiful as you.
You're right.
No, but it needs to wrap up. Like we reached this peak. Like, all right, it needs to go.
The end of the family.
Vin Diesel said that he's always had a plan for the finale, and he hopes that they can get that.
Yeah, the barbecue in space.
They're building the new house again, so they're gonna.
You guys aren't thinking big enough. They need to go underwater, submarines and speedboats.
Well,
they had the submarine in part 8.
They did
fight the
on ice.
No, the submarine didn't go underwater though. It broke through the ice. We need to go underwater. Fight an octopus. Let him fight an octopus. Maybe ride a great white shark.
I want so many options. Fight Godzilla.
John, you're right though. Like we haven't seen speedboats. We haven't seen like a good helicopter chase. Like we haven't seen they can stay on Earth and make the movie amazing.
Lou, question: in your opinion, do you think Dom will win his Charger versus riding Blue the Velociraptor?
I'm going with the Velociraptor.
They got a race. It's the only way.
The Raptor's already on a wheelie. I'm with it.
But yeah,
That's gonna be a
I
thing,
forgot,
though.
yes, I agree with you, Otto. It was good to see a Mustang, some Mustang love finally.
Some Mustang love finally, man.
Yes,
Fuck.
I did appreciate that as well. I was like, and I thought it was cool. His Mustang was blue.
Blue.
It was a
And
Mustang.
he beat, so I was like, maybe
John
that's
Cena.
why he liked
I know.
Paul Walker's character. He felt like, oh, a blue car. You're like
He
my
had two
brother,
Mustangs.
family. I
Because
beat
young
blue
John
car,
Cena
my
had the
brother.
best Mustang of all time.
Yeah. I saw that too in the flashback. Yeah.
And still get smoked. And still got
It
smoked.
still got because he hit the switch too soon. Like he told Brian too soon, Buster.
Buster.
So but I felt like the blue Mustang was kind of like paying homage to a blue car was his best friend's car, it was his brother's car. Maybe that's why he had attachment to Brian. He's like, oh, you like my sister, so that's weird, but all right. I was once given a 10-second car. Now I'm giving you a 10-second car.
Yeah.
Now, what about fucking Mia being in the movie and like who's taking care of the kid? Who's watching the kid? Oh, he's in good
Brian.
hands.
Did he
What?
drop
The whole
off
front,
Brian?
yeah, but what sense does that make? Come on.
Well, I told you already. I told you that like these are in good hands. That means the kids are dead.
Magnets. Magnets. Look at a flashback to how he dropped off Brian at Brian's house with their kids and then made it to the airport in time to catch them.
Do we think this ends in a time jump with the kids racing each other with like baby Brian all grown up? And
I think that's where they're aiming to, like to pass the torch down to.
Yeah.
Can we
But at
also
this point,
can we also go on record and just keep it real? That Colombian chick lied to him. That's not Dom's son. You see that kid? That's not Dom's son. That's not Dom's son at all. You could dress him in overalls with some Tim's.
She was Brazilian. She was Brazilian, not Colombian. But yes.
right? And
That's
don't
it.
talk about Thor's wife like that. Don't talk about Thor's wife like that.
Mexican, all same thing.
She's really Jacob. Jacob is the father. Their DNA is just close when he did the blood test. So
Is that where
that's
Batista comes in?
his nephew. But then Letty will finally give him a child because she's, she was
What's going on, Letty? Yeah.
Your mom
Letty,
died.
I was so
Your
mad that
mom.
Letty was on a dirt bike. There's no need for that. You're a fucking mom, DK. Like, what are we doing? Like, Jesus
First of all,
Christ.
But she's
I missed the action.
Let's not act like Letty doesn't have a dick, bro. We all know Letty has
That's true.
And
That's
there's nothing wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong
2021.
with that at all in Pride Month.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with
That's
that.
right.
at
Yes,
all.
it was my
Dom
dick.
definitely gets pegged. So I see what you're saying.
Wow.
And there's nothing wrong with that either.
Nothing wrong with that either. For family.
Family.
Pride Month.
Family. And magnets.
Magnets. Yeah.
Oh man. So are we not looking forward to 10 or 11?
We'll be there day
Oh,
one.
man.
We'll be there day one. Absolutely.
I'll still be there. Like I gotta finish
Man.
it. I'm on the drive now.
I think
like,
we're stuck. I think we're just at this point we just
I mean,
gotta
we're
finish
9
it out.
in. Technically, we're 10 in with Hobbs and Shaw.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
we're not stuck just because of the friend. Like to me, it's entertaining to watch it because I tried to start watching Twilight and I stopped with the first one. So just because of the franchise, you have to keep going. But
Don, you
that-
coming out the closet? What's going
I
on right
already
now?
did the closet.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
I'm one of the first episodes out of the closet.
You didn't see John did the.
He did.
There you go.
I was watching Twilight. I think you're sparkling as we speak, John. What's happening right now? Is that
I
glitter?
don't know, bro. Why do they sparkle? Can we do an episode on that? Why do they?
I haven't watched them.
But anyway,
That's my
forced to watch
Batman,
a
though.
couple of them, so
that's your Batman.
Lewis
my
loves them.
Like you're
Lewis loves them,
choosing
by the
over
way. I'm
everybody?
snitching. Lewis
Oh,
loves
well, I haven't seen his performance, but
Listen,
I'm
the books
excited
are
for
better
him.
than the movie. I'll say that.
Lewis
The books
loves
are better than the
Twilight.
movie.
Lewis loves
All right.
Who's
Twilight.
just coming out the closet too today?
Twilight.
Yes.
The books are better than the movie. I'll stop there.
Wow.
Damn.
Lewis loves Twilight. But again,
Bro,
there's nothing wrong
I
with
tried.
that.
The acting's terrible. Everything's there is. There's a lot wrong with that. The acting's terrible. The story's terrible.
I said the books are better than the movie, though.
Sure,
But
Why do you
sure,
buy the books?
sure.
Like you bought them for your daughter and then you read them for her, or they so
Nah, like my daughter wasn't even. My home was. Listen, she wasn't
they
even
are
born
for
yet.
you. Okay.
I had them. I did. I'll admit that. But there's nothing wrong with
We're running out of time. This is going off topic. We're running out of time.
So wrapping this up, yeah, it's borderline mad trashish. We might call them trashish.
Trash.
We got some more stuff coming up. We're midway through
Black Widow.
we're midway through Loki right there in the moment. That's gonna be coming soon. Black Widow next week. We'll be talking about that one. You guys looking forward to Space Jam?
No.
No,
it.
not at all.
All right,
Fuck
so
LeBron.
Shang-Chi's coming soon. Got a couple months for Shang-Chi.
Looking forward to that.
Could be good.
You guys watch more movies than I do. So if you guys have any recommendations of something else we should watch and probably review and get opinions on, let me know. Also, the viewers and everybody else, if you feel there's something that y'all, we should talk about, you want to hear our opinion stuff on,
In the comments.
Comment, like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff as well. But yeah, you guys specifically, because like Otto, you John, you guys watch way more movies than I do.
We also make movies.
I'm more of the blockbuster kind of guy. Maybe we might make a movie.
Oh, John says we should make movies if you know what he means.
We will.
I'm just saying, metal butt plug magnet.
Wow.
Magnets and flashbacks. That's all we need. Magnets and flashbacks and crosses and silver crosses.
Yeah.
Oh, we should have got crosses for this fucking episode.
Oh, for the fucking thing.
Yeah, and upstate.
Oh, do it in post.
Upstate.
You know how to use the effects, Paul. Do it in post. We give us all chains.
Cause not to dwell, but that was how he knew it was him in the little video, him walking by and
Yeah.
the chain.
The cross.
But
They only make one of those.
Only one who figured it out, like all the people looking at tech people, spies, everybody.
Right. Slow it down.
How about that stupid postcard thing? Like, oh, Mexico, Tokyo's is Mexico. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, there's a Mexican flag in the window. Must be Han's house. No, what?
Yeah.
The thing that drives me crazy with that part is that from watching Tokyo Drift a million times, even though I hate it,
I like Tokyo Drift.
Got that song though.
like him and DK grew up together. They talked about it. So it automatically throws the DR Han story off.
Mhm.
Which, by the way, I've learned you have to say the DR for some
The
reason.
DR, yeah, they call it the DR. But these calls it the DR.
Nobody says the.
Nobody
DR.
says that. Nobody says that. Trust me.
I've never heard it until Vin Diesel said it in the other movie, but now
Do it, the DR.
even in that fucking
Smack him, John. You have my permission.
What's
Smack
that?
anybody who say that.
Dominicans, I don't care. What's that?
Yeah.
Even in that movie, they said the DR, and those are the Dominicans.
Wow.
I was like,
That's what you get for watching it.
Cameo. That's John Cena's baby. I don't got blonde hair. Look at that kid.
Family.
He has the chain on.
All right, family.
Little B. Look at little B.
Look, you look back. All right, family. All right, fellas. Until we meet
Peace.
again, like I said, we'll be back next week for Black Widow. I'll be down south, but I'm trying to watch it Thursday, Friday-ish, but
I mean, trying like you don't already have tickets. What the fuck is wrong with you? Who are you right now? Get your tickets.
Family. I gotta go get the family, and they gotta catch up. If it was with y'all,
I get that.
I'd have had tickets ready. But
They all
I
have
gotta go down south. I'm going down south tomorrow.
Well, they all have chains.
We're gonna get some crosses. We're gonna get some silver crosses. Cause
All right, later, fellas.
All right, flashbacks.
All right, bro.
Peace, y'all.
Later, y'all.